The run in Wemix is absolutely insane. It went up by more than 100% in the last week, and for good reason. We are not just going to talk about this recent rally. We will also discuss why Wemix crashed by more than 80% last year. And of course, we are going to talk about the rally, the 600% rally at the beginning of the year. Why did that all happen? Isn't it strange that a gaming cryptocurrency from Korea is not listed on any Korean exchange? Well, it's not that strange. It's the reason for this more than 80% drop in the last year. The Wemix token got delisted from Korean exchanges. There was a legal battle between Wemix and a conglomerate of Korean exchanges. And of course,
Wemix lost that battle.
But what was this all about? Why would Korean exchanges be worried about listing Wemix? It's because WeMate, the parent company of Wemix, did not disclose how many outstanding tokens of Wemix there are. Now that's a major alarm signal. Price is the intersection between demand and supply. But if you don't know the supply, how can you predict the price? Well, there are some pointers. And if you followed the news around Wemix, you might have gotten that pointer. Here is a blog article published on the 9th of December of last year. Because of that massive price jump due to the delisting, the Wemix team had to do something. Wemix bought back and burned $10 million worth of the token. That happened from the end of last year to March of this year. And surprise, surprise, that's when the token went up by 600%. So it takes $10 million to move the price by 600% apparently. Now here's something that's very sinister about this. A member of the Korean parliament, Kim Nam-kook, held secretly $4.5 million worth of the Wemix token. That was found out in May of this year. The $10 million worth of buyback that pushed up the token by 600% might have been indirectly an expense to lobbying for crypto in Korea. This lawmaker holds the coins, he wants to dump them, but if you can't sell them for a nice price, you have to prop up the price. So the subsequent dump isn't really a surprise, right? It's simply this guy selling mainly. But what's going on then in the last 7 days? Why do we suddenly see a doubling of the token price again? Is this all fundamentals? Is this the total value locked of the Wemix chain increasing? The answer is no, right? It's pretty stable. Wemix launched their own mainnet in October of last year, and since then we see a pretty stable total value locked. It's not massive, right? It's 14 million. The blockchain seems to be pretty solid. The Wemix dollar, the stablecoin of the blockchain, is pegged to 1-to-1. It didn't depeg yet. But a lot of the excitement, the social excitement, is waning. The number of Telegram users is declining. Twitter is also not growing anymore. Is this simply a release of a new game? Right? There are all kinds of announcements around games in Telegram or copy-pasted on Twitter. Is this due to excitement around the blockchain? Because it is a pretty fast blockchain, right? Look at how fast those transactions get confirmed. The transactions per second are even increasing over time, simply because the blockchain can handle that much traffic. No, of course, it's not organic growth. It's again a buyback. Who's secretly holding the token this time? Who's going to dump it this time? I don't know. But we all have to keep in mind that we do not know the supply, right? This has been fought in court, and Wemix was okay to get delisted on Korean exchanges simply not to disclose the supply. But when you buy back enough tokens, then of course the price can rise temporarily. WeMate, the mother company of Wemix, got into a partnership with SK Planet. WeMate, by the way, is quite big with 1,600 employees. SK Planet has roughly 2,300. In the announcement, we see something very interesting. We see the following. Chairman Park will buy Wemix coins with the proceeds from the stock sale, a decision made for the growth and vitalization of the Wemix ecosystem. This, by the way, is how the Wemade stock developed. And this is how the price of SK Telecom developed. So this is the owner of SK Planet. I have said this before with Gala Games, and I'm going to say it again here for Wemix. One major issue with the coin, besides just knowing the circulating supply, is the issuance of new coins. The main game, MER4, it's got its own coin called Hydra. And of course, the price of that token didn't do too well. The second largest game, MER-M, also has its own coin. This is the price development of the drone token. So it's the same game over and over again. You release a new token with every single game. Your main token, the Wemix token, doesn't get any adoption because your games work out well. The game tokens themselves are very inflationary because it's play to earn, right? More and more tokens get issued to the players. And the ecosystem token, Wemix, is simply just a bet overall on the company that holds all of those games, but with very vague utility. To me, it looks like the main utility of that coin now is to simply just pay people to promote you, to pay people that enable laws, to pay people that enable partnerships, to simply transfer some value without making it too obvious. The sad part is that even if the company were to change this, even if there would be adoption of the Wemix token by usage of the games, that doesn't help either because the games are dying. This is the search volume for MER4, the main game of Wemix. Not everything is bad here, right? The people are not anonymous, the companies are huge, there are employees, there's real backing behind this. Wemade, for example, has funding by Microsoft even. And the Wemix founder is very public. He gives interviews. Feel free to check that out. Even the CEO of Wemade is public, right? Wemade being the owner of Wemix. But just being public doesn't really help. In the end, it's all about tokenomics. You want to restrict supply if you want to get your token, your asset to become really investable. This is common knowledge among producers of luxury cars or luxury bags or luxury watches. You need to limit supply. And if supply is limited enough, then more and more people will come in and a rising price becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So why don't they do this? Why don't they limit supply? It's because price appreciation takes time. Getting this kind of reputation takes time. Increasing the supply, however, and grabbing that money today is way quicker. It's simply just greed. I see the exact same warning signs for Wemix that we've already seen in Gala games for a long time. Feel free to check out that video, by the way, if you're interested in Gala. This mountain here in the background, that's the circulating supply of Gala tokens, by the way, and we all know what happened to the price. Don't fall victim to bad cryptos. Instead, join our Telegram. Link is down below.